What's going on, guys? It's Street Vibe, and it is Monday, and I want to bring back this thing that I was kind of doing, in which at the end of the week or at the start of the week, we'll kind of talk about what went on last week with Call of Duty, because there's always something happening when it comes to Call of Duty as a whole, not just World War II. And we know that because last week we pretty much got some leaked info on perks for Black Ops 4. We are kind of close to confirming a setting. There was an image that was leaked, or supposedly leaked, but it was a fake image. If I can find it, I'll have it posted. But yeah, and the reveal event is coming up in about 10 days. So that's really exciting. A lot of YouTubers are getting invited to come out, and apparently there's going to be some hands-on experience with the game, which is good news because it seems like multiplayer could be done, and since there is speculated to be no campaign, I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing multiplayer on May 17th. So that's really exciting because we've never really been introduced with multiplayer so soon. It's usually the campaign, and multiplayer will roll around the summertime. But it looks like we might get multiplayer. If it's not multiplayer, it could be the Battle Royale mode that was also speculated to be coming to Black Ops 4 and replacing the campaign. So we'll just have to wait and see May 17th what they say about Black Ops 4 and what the people who actually go to play it played, because it said on the invitation to get hands-on, or at least some emails that people were getting, it said that there will be some hands-on play with the game itself. So we'll just have to wait and see come May 17th. But there is a lot going on in World War II. We had the BLITZKREIG event, and it's coming to an end this week, actually tomorrow, Tuesday, at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. what? Central Time, which is my time. It'll be over, or 10 a.m. Western Time, or 1 to 2 p.m.-ish, I guess, on the Eastern time zone. So it is the last day, and we're pretty close to completing the community challenge. So, I'm pretty sure with today's, final orders and contracts that kind of count towards the community event will probably help us get the variant, because we are on the last tier, and if we complete this tier, we do get the heroic grease gun, which would be awesome and very exciting. So it's pretty much pretty simple. Now, what's coming after the whole BLITZKREIG event, I'm not sure yet. I don't think they really talked about it. The community update that they gave us was pretty short, pretty much just talking about a few weapon tunings that were done, and I kind of want to address some of those here in this video, because there were some few weapon tuning, and one on one of my favorite guns, but it's like been so annoying being killed by it. We'll get to it in the later part of this video, but I'm gonna kind of talk about some of the few weapons that were tuned, and it wasn't a lot. So the first thing that was fixed was on pistols, in which all pistols except for the machine pistol got a slightly improved accuracy. So I guess they're a lot more accurate now. I never really used the semi-auto pistols. I'm more of the machine pistol. I'm a sweat. I'm a tryhard, I know. So, this was something I really wasn't too, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. But it is there for those people who love to go pistols only. The semi-auto pistols did get a accuracy buff. The bar got 2 nerfs, a slight ADS transition time nerf, and ADS transition time from sprint nerf. So it's a little slower to get down on your sights coming from a sprint or kind of at a standstill. They nerfed it a bit, and the bar is no stranger to being nerfed and buffed, nerfed and buffed, nerfed and buffed, but that's a little gun tuning that they did to the bar. The Gewehr got a fire rate buff, which is, I never thought it needed one, because I always thought that it shot pretty good, but I guess it got one. I'm not mad with that. Now for the ITRA burst, which I talked about this gun when it had not when it first came out, but when I finally got the gun, I immediately made a review video on it because I used it, I fell in love with this thing, and I want to talk about that gun here in this video a little bit, because this gun, by the way, was added into ranked play, and I'm not super good at ranked play. I'm okay. I'm trying to get back into it. I want to get back to that Black Ops 2 league play. Like, I was pretty good at Black Ops 2 league play. I'm kind of crap on ranked play though, but I'll get there with practice and stuff. But the burst was introduced in ranked play, and you kind of noticed how OP this thing was when you put it in the hands of people who have the most, great accuracy. Because this thing is a one burst without a doubt. It shoots 4 bullets, and it shoots pretty fast. And it seemed like there was no cooldown. It seemed like the Chick'em from Black Ops 2, which you could just pretty much spam the trigger and keep getting those bullets out. And so what they did is they did nerf the burst cooldown. So it takes a little bit more time, but honestly, guys, you don't notice it at all. It feels like it's not. This gun still doesn't feel nerfed. I will go ahead and say that. But it did get that nerf, I guess, on the burst cooldown. a very slight fire rate nerf. It did not. I can tell you this thing still shoots just like it did before. Advanced rifling attachment nerf. So I don't know what this whole deal was because I never ran advanced rifling, but there was something wrong with advanced rifling. I didn't know too much about it. If you guys do, leave a comment down or tell me, because I didn't know what was up. But the advanced rifling did get a nerf on that gun, and a very slight ADS recenter time nerf. I'm guessing this is the time for you to actually get your shot on your target. I guess they nerfed that so it's not as accurate as it was before, because this thing honestly had no recoil. It still doesn't, honestly. The gun still doesn't have any recoil, and with or without the reflex, it's just deadly. It's a pretty overpowered gun. And now, one thing I want to talk about ranked play and this gun, because this is something I was thinking about, because this is a DLC weapon. And if you go to ranked play, if you're a person who plays ranked play, you'll know that you normally aren't allowed to play DLC weapons, or play with DLC weapons, I should say. The ITRA burst was legalized in ranked play, and I don't know how I feel about that, because it's a great gun, don't get me wrong. It is one of those guns that is fun to use, but it's like very annoying when you get killed by it. It's kind of like the BAR and the incendiary shotguns. They're pretty fun to use because they're pretty good, but when you get killed by it, it's annoying. It's kind of that type of gun. And so bringing it into ranked play as being a DLC weapon that's allowed, it's the only DLC weapon allowed. Why can't they let us use, for example, the Sterling, the M38, maybe even the Sten? I would love to use the Type 38, the sniper rifle that we just got. I would love to use that on ranked play because it's a pretty good gun. I would love to use that. I would love to use the Volksturm on ranked play just for fun. I know it's ranked play, and some people hate like these DLC weapons, but if the ITRA burst is allowed, why can't we have the other DLC weapons? I just feel like it's unfair and it should be equalized. I'm just kidding. But I feel like we should be able to use some DLC weapons in the actual ranked play. Again, this is all my opinion, so if you guys disagree with me, let me know down in the comments. What would you like to see in ranked play? Because honestly, ranked play is fun, but it's not that fun, I guess. I can make a whole separate video on that, just some complaints and stuff, but I really don't play ranked play too much because I kind of got into it late, and it's not as fun as it was in Black Ops 2. But I mean, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Some small little, updates here in the Call of Duty community, mostly with World War II, as they're putting up updates a lot and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I'll probably make a video on the burst separately and go more into depth on, the damage per bullet and stuff like that. So we'll talk about that, hopefully, and probably in a video later on in the week. But if you did enjoy this video, guys, drop a like because it does help me out. Subscribe because we're almost at 50 subs. We actually need one more, and I do want to do something pretty cool once we hit 50 subs. I'll kind of get into that once we actually hit it and I actually plan something out. But we're almost at 50 subs, so if you guys can and want, subscribe to the channel. I do post every other day, and I will keep that up to date. I will be consistent with it. I know last week and probably like these past 2 weeks I haven't really been consistent, but this week we'll be good. I pretty much got all the videos done already, so I will be posting every other day. Unless it's Call of Duty breaking news, I'll try to post on it immediately. And we are getting ready for the Black Ops 4 reveal. That's coming in 10 days. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Maybe I'll do some sort of live stream. We'll just have to wait and see what I actually do. Or maybe I'll just make a video right after or the day after and just talk about what went down. But other than that, guys, it's pretty much it for today. Like I said, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.
I gave you everything, held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.